What's up, guys? PDC here, and I'm back. I've returned. I've come back to the YouTube game after a bit of a break. I was sick again, and I was really busy with SPL, and that's basically my only excuses, because otherwise I'm just being a lazy little bitch. But we're going to go ahead and get right into this replay. This is from SPL Week 9, which is, it feels like, no, it's not from Week 9, it's from the semifinals, because my team went to playoffs. So, excuse me, this is from semifinals, me versus Tesung, the rematch, and my team, I'm running the stylish team. Honestly, it's actually a really good team. It really is. I tested it a little more against some other players, and it really is not bad, but, sadly, you'll see it, it has some key threats, let's just put it that way. And one of those key threats is Volcarona. Volcarona absolutely destroys my fucking team. Absolutely eats it alive. Aside from a Powdon and maybe if he doesn't have Bugbuzz Latios. Tesung is running an interesting Sandish team with Weavile. It's basically a PDC counter team because he knows that I haven't been packing many checks and stuff like Scizor or Weavile or Volcarona, so he just figured he'd run it. So Tesung is running a bit of a balanced PDC breaker team, and I'm running some more leaning towards stallish balance. So we're gonna go ahead, and my mouse is lagging. We're going to start the battle. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Clefable because it has a pretty good lead advantage against stuff like Slowking or a Powdon if he tries to get a Hazards up. And most of Powdon nowadays don't carry Whirlwind. So I'm just going to Calm Mind up as he switches out. Now, I thought this would be a really good idea because since I have Calm Mind Municlus, I can run Flamethrower on my Calm Mind Clefable to lure in stuff like Scizor or, you know, I guess do extra damage to Metagross and stuff like that. And he Mega Evolves his Scizor and he goes for the Bullet Punch, not expecting my Clefable to have Flamethrower. Now, sadly, this is actually a 50-50 roll, and I do not manage to kill it, even at +1, which really sucks. Sadly, I did not have the balls of staying in Flamethrower again. I wish I did. I really wish I did, but I didn't. So, whatever, I guess. I'm going to go out to my Powdon here, and I'm going to go ahead and set up some Rocks, because Rocks really annoy the shit out of his team. In fact, Hazards in general annoy the ever-living shit out of his team. And he goes for the Swords Dance. I'm just going to go ahead and set up some Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to go right out to my Skarmory. Now, he's not going to hit my Skarmory, and the reason why is because he thinks that I have counter. Because, you know, if I switch a Skarmory into here, I guess he just figured I had counter, but I don't. I do not have counter on this Skarmory. I just go for the Whirlwind, I get rid of him, and it sends him right out into his Latios, which gives him an easy route to defog. And Latios really isn't that big of a threat with Clefable and especially defensive Skarmory, and considering there's no way it has HP Fire, it really is not that annoying for me to beat. I'm just going to go ahead and set up a Spikes as he goes for the defog there. He's going to get rid of that Hazard. I don't really care about it that much. Now he's just going to go ahead and defog again. He really does not want Hazards on this field. And I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, just taunt him. I want to get rid of this defogging ability that he has. And now that Latios is taunted, he's just going to switch right out and go out to his Volcarona because he knows that I do not have a Brave Bird. Now, once I get my Spikes up, I realize that shit, this Volcarona is a huge threat. But luckily my Powdon has a bit of special defense and I know that I can tank a Fire Blast. And I know that I can also tank it because Fire Blast is really not a 100% accurate move. And I know that I'll probably be able to tank a move or two. But he burns my Powdon, which is an absolute fucking lucky break for him, because without that burn, this game would have been a lot harder for him, and I was pretty confident that in the end, I probably could have beaten it out with the win. Or at least I would have had a better chance to. Now that Powdon is burned, I go out to my Latios here, and I'm just hoping that he does not have, I'm hoping that he does not have a, I hope he doesn't have Bug Buzz, because if he has Bug Buzz, then I'm in really a lot of trouble. And Latios is the only thing that can stop it otherwise. He's going to switch out to a Scizor here, and yeah, I guess he's, you know, like, alright, whatever this thing hits me with, I can tank it. I do not have HP Fire on this Latios like some people run, shout out badass, but I do get the Paralysis on it, so this means that, 1, Clefable is going to have an easier time if it has to take it out, and 2, in general, it's just crippling it. So I switch out my Latios here, and I'm going to go right back into my Skarmory, the start of your end. And Tesung is going to go ahead and play the smart move and double right back out and go out to his Latios to defog away the Hazards. And knowing that I can't really touch the Latios, and this gives him another free switch back into Volcarona later. Now, I'm going to go ahead and switch out my Skarmory and go out to my Clefable here. I want to heal this guy up a bit. And Tesung is going to go ahead and go for the defog, as I figured he would. I can go for the soft boiled here. I can heal up my Clefable if I want to, and hazards are gone off of his side of the field. So as I go for the soft boiled here, he's only going to go out to his Volcarona. And sadly, well, or else I switch out here. Goes to his Volcarona, and I go out to my Latias. This Latias at this point is really the only thing that can actually stop this thing. So I double out to my Latias here, and he's going to go up and go for a Quiver Dance. I'm hoping he does not have Bug Buzz. I am really hoping he lacks it. But as you will see, he does have it. He does not kill me, but he does have it, and that's really bad, because now this is basically 100% win for him in pretty much all regards. There is no possible way he can lose this, because that Quiver Dance after the Powdon burn is just so deadly. I can't break that. That is incredibly horrible for me. I'm going to go right back out to my Skarmory, but I'm really not feeling good about this game at this point, because Clefable and Uniclus are going to have really hard time sweeping with stuff like Scizor or Weavile around, although technically Clefable can beat Volcarona, and it also can beat Scizor quite obviously with a Flamethrower, but I have to rely on some Paralysis to get his, to make sure that he's not going to be able to deal as much damage as possible. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up spikes here, but I really know that this is the start of my end, because I'm so fucking hilarious. He's going to kill my Skarmory. I know that this is it. I know I have no real chance of winning, because he burned my Hippowdon. That got rid of the easy switch. I probably should have given this Hippowdon more special defense anyway. That probably would have made it a lot better in this situation. But regardless, that's it, guys. There's really nothing I can do, and in my semifinals game, I end up getting 6-0, which is really not good for me. It's how it ends sometimes, and I try to Dragon Pulse it, but he can just Quiver Dance up here, which obviously is really annoying for me. Like I said, there's not much I can do at this point. Sorry, I blew my fucking nose because I'm sick still. But he's gonna be able to kill off my Latias, and that's pretty much the game. There's nothing I can do. Chestnut cannot beat it. Clefable has to rely on like 3 misses. Actually, I think Clefable has a chance of beating it, but it's not really that big. So I'm just gonna try and maybe stall out the Fire Blast. I'm gonna go for a Stone Edge here because I am running Stone Edge Chestnut in case he wants to switch in or something like that. That was the idea, and it turns out I was pretty spot on in guessing his building. But I guess it just didn't turn out in my favor. I go to my Uniclus, which it's just gonna die to Bug Buzz. Sadly, if this thing was not Bug Buzz, this game would have been a whole lot different. But he had to carry it, so that was it. He is gonna miss the Fire Blast, and quite honestly, I should have Calm Mind there, since maybe if I Calm Minded there, I could have had a chance. Since Clefable can bring the game back if I play my cards right. Because if he gets a Paralysis on Scizor, I could have definitely possibly won this game. With that, I have no doubt in my mind that it was very possible for me to have won that game if I Calm Minded there, because Clefable's a fucking god. And if I got some key pillar assists and misses and soft boils and shit like that. But regardless, that was the game. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I didn't, because I got 6-0'd. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one, which should be soon. I'm going to try to upload my semis and my finals game today. I'm out.